Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Today we're gonna discuss, some of the main differences between a narcissist and a psychopath. Right? Oftentimes, those terms might get, confused, and sometimes even someone can be a narcissist and a psychopath, or a psychopath and a narcissist. So, based off my understanding and my research up to this point and my experiences, a narcissist is someone that, basically for whatever reason, they think that they're better than others. They think that, their time is more precious than others. They think that their opinion is more valid than others. They think that their experiences or whatever is more valid than others, right? That their perception of reality is the way it is, and someone else's is inaccurate, and that rules don't necessarily apply to them, or maybe rules are there, they're there for a reason, but not necessarily, they don't really apply to them. Now a psychopath, on the other hand, usually they're predators. When we think of a psychopath, we should think of a predator. Someone that enjoys inflicting pain on others, that enjoys causing destruction. You think of like the Jezebel spirit, right? That someone that likes causing division amongst people, someone that likes to spread rumors, someone that wants people to suffer, right? Someone that's sadistic. They take pleasure in seeing others, not do well, right? This is very sad, how people can be this way. But unfortunately, there's a lot of people, I don't know percentage. I've seen some estimates, for narcissists, some estimates for psychopaths, and I'm not sure if those numbers are accurate. So I won't, it's hard to tell, right? Because you have the observation bias, you have the self-report bias. I mean, you have all kinds of biases potentially there when you're looking at, when you're trying to account for who's a psychopath, who's a narcissist, how many people and the total population fit this profile, right? So again, narcissists, they're more about themselves, right? They think that they're better than other people. And oftentimes, this is a defense mechanism for feeling inadequate, for feeling toxic shame, right? Maybe they were shamed for petty things, growing up. Maybe, the parents were irresponsible, maybe due to drugs or addictions, and they grew up having to take on more responsibilities, and then they were shamed for the littlest thing. If they didn't, take care of their parents' responsibilities, they might have been, yelled at or screamed at or shamed. And then, things, all kinds of different situations. Maybe, parent come home drunk, and they just want everyone to feel miserable, right? So that parent was, could have been a narcissist, could have been an alcoholic, could have been a drug abuser. And then their abuse and the trauma of making someone else feel powerless can make someone develop, right? If they're not nurtured properly, yes, it can develop, especially if someone has those natural tendencies or someone has that predisposition based off their natural temperament. The right circumstances can lead someone to, fully express that potential, right? Whereas if they were nurtured properly with love and justice and respect and dignity, they would have become a normal, productive citizen, right? So again, that kind of abuse, that kind of trauma can force them to say, in order to survive, I'm not going to be vulnerable, I'm not going to be weak, I'm going to be over everything I'm experiencing, and I'm going to show you that I'm better than you, right? And that can be a good response for some people at some point, but you have to grow out of it. You have to learn better ways to cope. Now, on the other hand, you have the psychopath. You might have many situations where you have, say, a blended family. Now, you have a boy living with his mom, and then the new husband comes in, or the stepfather comes in. Not saying all stepfathers are bad, no. Not saying all blended families are bad, no. But sometimes you might have a situation where the mother sacrifices her son to please her new husband, or whatever the case may be. Perhaps she sees it as a survival move, that she's just trying to survive. She doesn't want to go through whatever she had to go through before. And so, no matter what this man does to her son, he's perfect. Up to the extent where there's cases where this man is beating up the son. She won't say anything. She won't do anything. There's can be cases where this man will kick him out of the house, or he'll force her to kick her own son out of the house. Now you can imagine that's extremely traumatic, right? This is extremely traumatic, and that can cause kind of a sense that, well, if my own family doesn't care about me, if my own mom can just kick me out because that's what suits her, then fine, that's the way this world works. I'll just do what suits me. And then so that can definitely develop narcissism, and then at a higher extent psychopathy, because that's when really you're a predator. You want to show someone that you're stupid because you fell for this. How could you fall for that? You're stupid. Or I'm going to make you suffer because you deserve to suffer. Because it makes me feel good. It makes me feel powerful. So again, that's kind of like the main difference based off the research I've done so far, that narcissists is really they're about self-importance, and then the psychopath is really a predator, right? They want to see other people suffer. They want to cause problems, and they want to feel that they want to feel happy that they've accomplished causing more damage. Like these people that they want to sleep with married men or married women, right? These men that want to sleep with married women, or these women that want to sleep with married men and say, they had a great family and I came in and ruined it. I mean, this is very evil, so may God protect us from this. And so this is just a short video on, some of the main differences, based on some of the main differences between narcissism and psychopathy. Thank you.